Good morning and welcome to beautiful Claxton, Georgia, Evans County on a picture-perfect Saturday morning. As WTOC presents the Claxton Rattlesnake and Wildlife Festival Parade from beautiful downtown. Dale Kennedy here along with Harley Strickland and Adam Kennedy, our guest. Thank y'all for being here this morning.
Absolutely. It's a beautiful day.
It's great being here. Could not have planned it any more perfect. We've got a little bit of the traffic. They're still letting cars come through before the parade makes its way down here. But it is a gorgeous morning. We want to thank you for joining us. And we're going to ask you to stay with us. We're going to show you some of the folks that are helping make this possible, and we will be right back.
WTOC's presentation of the Evans County Rattlesnake and Wildlife Festival Parade is sponsored by these local businesses.
Ace Hardware in Claxton is your local supplier for all your spring projects. Beautify your home or business at our garden center, or check out our lumber yard to start that deck you've been dreaming of. Repaint interiors or exteriors with endless combinations of color from our paint center. Remake your kitchen with elegant decorative faucets and keep cool on the job with a selection of Yeti coolers. You can even rent heavy equipment for big jobs.
Now offering Steel outdoor power tools, electric and cordless.
Find it all at Ace Hardware in Claxton.
North Spring Senior Living is locally owned and operated, so you're not entrusting your loved ones to a stranger or a big business. You're entrusting them to a neighbor who's committed to providing compassionate care since 2003. To learn more about the way we take care of our residents, visit us at the North Spring Senior Living Facebook page or call us at 912-739-4000.
Paul Thigpen Automotive is proud to welcome the Claxton Rattlesnake and Wildlife Festival. It's happening March 9th and 10th in Claxton. Arrive looking good in your new car, truck, or SUV. From Paul Thigpen Automotive, we have the best inventory, so you get the best selection with a hard-working team that takes the bite out of high prices, so you get the best deal. Shake things up today at the Paul Thigpen Ford and Paul Thigpen Chevrolet in Vidal.
If you ain't dealing with Paul,
you ain't dealing at all.
And welcome back to downtown Claxton as we get ready for the parade for the Claxton Rattlesnake and Wildlife Festival. We're going to speak a little bit louder, as much as my voice can do. If you've heard me on TV the last couple of days, I sounded like Kermit the Frog.
Wow, look at these shirts made, custom shirts made for the parade, it looks like.
You know, it's amazing, the folks that so many families, they've got their own perch, a traditional spot where their family has sat for years and years. They think that's the best vantage point, and you will see some of the same faces in the same spots, and it's cool to see that every year with that tradition.
And it's awesome to see so many, even of my friends, come back and bring their kids back to this, and it really shows how family friendly it is and how it brings everyone together, I think, back here to Claxton.
Well, the other thing, too, is you think about how many people are watching on TV. I'm getting texts from friends of mine, one from St. Simon's just recently. They're watching, and so just welcome everyone to Claxton. It's a great place.
I think we need closed captioning for a minute or two here with the sirens coming in. They definitely want us to know they are here.
It's a great place and very loud.
We've got Claxton Police, of course, that are leading, and a break from tradition, because normally it would be the chief leading the parade, and Chief Dale Kirkland is filling a different role today as well.
He is. He is actually the president of the Evans County Wildlife Club, if you can hear that over the sirens.
Everybody's waving.
If anybody can hear.
I'm going to tell you, if they get behind you, if they get behind you on the road, no matter how loud your radio is, you're going to hear that siren.
You're going to hear it. But like Adam said, that was Andy there. But Dale Kirkland is the president. I want to call him Dale.
No,
is
don't
the
do that to
president
him.
of the Evans County Wildlife Club. So he will be coming up in just a moment.
Speaking of law enforcement,
here's our sheriff.
Randall Tippins, and look who's riding with him, the former chief of police, Edward Oglesby, who's recently retired.
Good to see both of them together.
And here we have Hagan Police Department coming up next.
Our brand new chief. That's Jesse Deloach, just recently appointed chief of Hagan.
He's getting on everybody's good side because he's throwing candy.
He's got candy.
He left the sheriff at the sheriff's department and went to be chief in Hagan, so wish him best of luck in his new job.
You know, you think about that when you take, you know, one agency badge off, put on another. In this community, the great thing about it is that you don't see that territorial stuff. Everybody works together no matter what color shirt they're wearing or whatever the name tag says.
Absolutely.
Everybody works together.
I'm a little, I am a little partial. Ask the people I work with in Savannah. I always talk about Claxton.
Well, up next, I believe this is the Grand Marshal making his way here.
It is Mr. Rami Kirkland. You know, it amazes me, every year the Wildlife Club does a great job in picking the Grand Marshals, those that have given so much not only to the club and the organization, but to the community. There's not a better man in this community than Rami Kirkland. He helps people, he loves everybody, and I think that's his wife Genevieve in the back. It is. So, see, he won't go anywhere without her by his side, so just a great couple here in Evans County. Congratulations to them.
Here we go. We have the Evans County Wildlife Club President, Bill Kirkland.
So we don't call him Chief today. We just call him Mr. President.
Yeah, along with him, Dylan Bachelor, Tyler Barnard, escorting them. They are board members at the Evans County Wildlife Club.
And it would not be a parade without our queen.
Of course, Miss Evans County Rattlesnake and Wildlife 2018, Emily Griffin. Now she will be giving up her title today to one lucky young lady. The crowning will be held at the festival. The pageant was held last night, and some people say, I went to the pageant, but we didn't have a crowning. Well, we save it so all the queens can ride in the parade and be crowned today.
Well, seeing the pictures from Facebook last night, they did a wonderful job.
It was a great pageant. I win, and Emily was fantastic.
It's been a great representative.
We're going to give a listen real quick to the Fort Stewart Marching Band. Marching unit coming in behind them. Always want to thank them for being a part of this, and certainly thank them for their service. Now we've got our mayor,
Mr. Terry Branch there.
And his driver is the First Lady of Claxton,
It sure
Vicki
is,
Branch.
Miss Vicki. Mr. Terry was out here early this morning working and making sure everything was perfect for the parade. He does a great job.
right behind them, the city of Hagen.
And that's not the mayor on this side. The mayor's driving. That's Matt Blocker. Get ready for some more noise.
Here we go.
But we appreciate these people so much.
Let me tell you, as the father of a firefighter, I look at these units coming by here a whole lot differently now than I used to.
Absolutely.
Certainly appreciated them, but even appreciate them even more now.
Absolutely.
And the great thing about this, you'll see fire departments from Claxton, Hagen, the county, they're all here united together.
Don't forget about Daisy.
Oh, and don't forget about Daisy. That's true. Did I say Evans County? We have 7.
Include the county.
They even brought their dog.
Belleville, you're looking at here.
You know, I think there's a little competition every year in this to see which department has the loudest siren. Or siren, whichever one you want to call it.
Oh,
Right now on your screen, you have Belleville there. And the next one behind that is Evans County Fire Department. We have a few more coming up. A lot of waving hands in that one.
Belleville truck is driven by Stanley Tompkins, a native of Belleville and a great family.
I'll tell you what, Belleville has the front seat of that one unit filled up.
Yeah, I don't think
Firefighters in training.
there's Evans County Chief Andy Sykes is on the passenger side with his crew up top.
Smokey.
Bring in. Don't Don't forget about Georgia Forestry. We got Smokey the Bear.
There's Hagen.
Yep. With Ashley Sykes driving, and look at there, Smokey the Bear. You can't have a parade.
No.
And what does Smokey say? Only you can prevent fires. And Harley, last and
Here's
certainly not
Daisy.
least.
This is my area,
Yep,
Daisy,
this is
right
mine and
here.
Harley's end of the county. That's Brent Croft, I believe. Yes, that's Brent Croft on this side. Can't tell who's driving, maybe Kerry Futch. I hope that's right.
We talked about the pageant coming up this afternoon. One of these young ladies will be named our new queen.
They will be. Like I said, the pageant was held last night. Crowning will be today. So all of these young ladies will get to enjoy the festival as a queen before someone is crowned the coveted title.
Let me say this. I've been to quite a few of these, and I have to say last night I was extremely impressed with this group of girls. And whoever wins, they'll be a great representative for the Wildlife Club for the next year.
And certainly in this community, they grow up knowing that this is a few years from them. So they've grown up seeing this. They're comfortable with it.
Absolutely. Well, here we have our Miss Georgia, Annie Jorgensen.
You know, Miss Georgia's been coming to this festival for at least 50-plus years.
I was going to say the 30 that I've been here, I know of.
Burma Davis Posey was the very first, and each Miss Georgia's come in. Harley, do you know that driver?
I do know that driver. That is the vice president of the Evans County Wildlife Club, Mr.
And?
Rage Collins.
And?
Jensen Bland.
And my brother.
I thought Jensen was going to be driving, but
No.
she's
Jensen-
probably in safer hands with Raish than she is with Jensen.
Hey, I don't know. Rage does like to spin donuts, so.
I'm glad the police have already gone by.
There you go. I didn't see anything. Here comes one of the best floats every year.
Yeah, absolutely. And wow, it is full of elected officials. I see County Commissioner Sheila Holland starting on my right, Julie Mincy, our tax commissioner, Irene Burney, commissioner.
Julie's
that's
daughter.
Julie's daughter, Natalie, and we'll check out the back. John Benton, who works with the county, is up front with the commissioners and the tax. How are you, Irene?
I think everybody brought family with them this time.
Exactly. That is our courthouse.
And coming behind, we have
Oh, and
Chamber
Commissioner
of
Tony
Commerce.
Lewis on the back. Want to make sure we get all the elected
there you
officials.
go. Chamber of Commerce in behind there.
And then we have the Chamber Junior Board. Oh, look at that little one
Oh, goodness.
with the bow.
Aw. That is Courtney
Courtney
Noggle
Noggle,
and,
yep.
and her little
She's
girl.
ready to go.
She is.
I think that's Niles driving. And they are responsible for the junior board. I see Jonah Rogers on the back, and I'm not sure the others. I apologize.
Here comes someone who has been a fixture in this community for a long, long time and close ties to your family. That is State
Yes.
Senator Jack Hill, who came into that position back in 1991.
Correct.
Following in the footsteps of your late dad.
Correct. And Jack is a special friend to us and just does such a great job for the 4th Senatorial District. And you think about it, Dal, my dad was in that seat for 24 years, and as you said, Jack has been there since 1991, so 50-plus years represented by only 2 people. I doubt that's probably unheard of.
That you talk about continuity. That is continuity.
Right.
State Representative Bill Werkheiser.
Bill, he can throw from
That was a
there.
hook shot
I
from the driver's seat.
I won.
All right, we're going to take a quick commercial break and ask you to stay with us, and we will have more from the Claxton Rattlesnake and Wildlife Festival Parade. Don't go away.
At Southern Family Medicine, your welfare, health, and overall well-being is our top priority. When you join our faith-based medical family, we'll strive to work with you in a collaborative lifetime effort at keeping you in the best possible state of health you can achieve. Whether you need a school or sports physical, routine wellness exam, or any other healthcare need, count on us to take excellent care of you. Southern Family Medicine is now accepting new patients. Visit us online at sfmclaxton.com or call 912-290-5235.
My name is Bland Matthews.
My name is Carnisha Holloway.
And I am OTC.
And I am OTC.
We believe every path is different and every student is unique. Whether you're interested in dual enrollment, an associate degree, or earning credit towards a higher degree, diploma, or certificate, Ogeechee Tech can help you build a strong foundation for your future. Visit ogeecheetech.edu to find out how you can go anywhere from here.
When you see this uniform show up at your door, you can be confident you're in expert hands. People who listen and have the skill and experience to do the job right. Whether your needs are expert residential sales and service or industrial, trust the Carrier factory authorized experts at Ogeechee Heating and Air. New systems, repairs, and maintenance to keep your system running at peak efficiency. So, get the job done right the first time. Put our team to work for you. Ogeechee Heating and Air.
Give us the work no one else wants to do. We don't just go against the grain, we grow it. Give us the frontiers, the places where success is measured and pushed limits. Give us the middle of nowhere, where the only map is your buddy's tread marks. This life, no one's born ready for it.
Outlaw Power Sports, 5918 Ogeechee Road in Savannah.
And welcome back to downtown Claxton. And drivers, start your engines. We're back with Daisy Speedway.
This is a new addition to our community. Michael Wedenkamp, I don't know if you saw him or not, but he's on the little motorcycle with the checkered coat. But it's out in Daisy, and will bring, I hope, a lot of visitors and activities as they open their new racetrack.
Absolutely. Coming up next, Quick Cut.
One of our sponsors.
Yep, one of our sponsors.
Let me say something about Bruce Purcell, who's the owner of Quick Cut. He was honored by the Chamber of Commerce as a Citizen of the Year this year. So congratulations to Bruce for that and for being such a good industry in Evans County and supports the community. Just a good guy.
You know, it wasn't that long ago they suffered through a tremendous fire at the store.
Correct.
And have bounced back from that. Bruce also a longtime member of the Evans County Wildlife Club as well.
Sure. This is interesting.
Neil Hammock.
What?
This is the
Neil and Deanne.
surfing wagon. That's what it's called.
Well, I agree. And here comes Deanne. Let's see what's up.
Oh, my word.
Hey, Deanne.
Deanne, how are you? We'll pass these across. Thank you.
Oh, we go. Okay.
Surf's up.
Yeah, we've all got one.
Deanne, keep him out of trouble, please. Okay. That is a task, keeping Neil Hammock out of trouble. But he's driving well enough the food is not slipping off the back tray.
Yeah, the hamburger looks pretty good.
Here we have the Little Miss of Rattlesnake and Wildlife Festival Queens.
Nice truck they're on, Harley.
Yeah, Claxton Oil Company providing them a vehicle today.
And Steve Smith is their chauffeur.
Now one of the foundation industries of this community, talking about Claxton Chicken, Claxton Poultry, whichever name you use, an institution here in this community.
Absolutely a nice float there with the chicken and baby chicks.
Yeah, and I'm telling you, the Freeze family means so much to Evans County and that industry. I mean, you think about it, they're produced, to some of the largest providers to many restaurants like Zaxby's, KFC, Walt Disney World. They provide chicken all over the world.
Here we have Miss Aback, Wellesley Martin.
It is always interesting to me the queens that come. You expect your local beauty queens to be a part of this, but this parade draws young ladies from all across, our half of Georgia.
Right. Here's Miss Emanuel County's outstanding team, Savannah Larsey. She's representing the organization that's in Swainsboro, Georgia. Shelly Smith is her driver today. We're glad they're here. They always support.
And here we have Miss Lanier Brown, Miss Golden Isles Outstanding Teen.
Yes, Lanier's mother competed in the Miss Georgia pageant years ago, and good to see her, and I'm glad they came to Claxton today.
Elizabeth Sanders, Miss Middle West Georgia's Outstanding Teen.
You can't have this parade without the queens.
Absolutely.
It wasn't that long ago you were riding and doing the waves
I
yourself.
was.
Exactly.
Now we've got two that are carpooling today. We've got the Miss Claxton High School and Miss Claxton Middle School. That's Jordan Simmons and Molly Lane. Do y'all do a clinic on that wave, or there's some varieties?
I think I can teach you.
Okay.
You want to sign up for classes? You
I don't think I need it.
No.
That's neat. I'd like to have one of those.
I could see you mowing your grass with that, Adam.
Hardly that could go through the woods with all those pine trees.
Tim's Mowers and More.
Student driver on there. I'm not sure if he's got his learners or not.
Well, look at that snake behind.
Look at that. All right, we're going to take a quick break for a second, and we'll ask you to stay with us. We bring you more from the Claxton Rattlesnake and Wildlife Festival Parade. Don't go away.
Hello, my name is Tommy Rollins. I am the owner of Tar Land and Timber Incorporated of Toombs County, Georgia. I would like to thank all of the landowners within our viewing area for allowing us to help you with your forestry needs. I would also like to encourage everyone within our viewing area to come and view the annual Claxton Rattlesnake Wildlife Festival. Bring the whole family. It's a wonderful, wonderful experience. Thank you.
Meadows Health is much more than a hospital. We're heart attack stoppers and fitness jump starters. We're cancer fighters and patient huggers. We're a surgery center and an up-all-night center. We're a devoted group of primary care and specialty physicians, all in one advanced, comprehensive, and close-to-home health system. Far more than a medical center, we're Meadows Health, and we're here for you in Vidalia.
The best part about being a member of a Touchstone Energy Cooperative is that it's your Touchstone Energy Cooperative. That's the power of your co-op membership.
We are your South Carolina and Georgia Touchstone Energy Cooperatives.
And welcome back to Claxton as we continue the Claxton Rattlesnake and Wildlife Festival Parade. And we've got Miss Tattnall County High School, Emma Waters.
I believe she was just crowned last weekend, I think, so newly crowned. Next, we have Tippins Bank, and they are a sponsor of the event also.
Our local bank, one of our 3 local banks here. Well, they did a lot of work on that float. We have fish, we have bobcats, we have beavers.
We've got a little bit of everything.
And even I see a snake up front, a duck. They've done a lot of work. And who is Sharon Hare is stuck in the, I don't want to say that's an outhouse, but I'm not sure what it is.
I think it's a hunting blind.
Hunting blind. Okay, that's better.
We'll call it a hunting blind.
Leave it to me.
Oh.
We know where your mind goes.
Here we have the Evans County Elite Cowgirls.
Let's see.
They got their cowgirl hats
I see
on.
Mabel Jones in the back seat, and I think that's Doreen Mosley up front. Let's see who's in the back. I see Martha.
And you got a shout out.
Yep. Did I? Oh, there's Verna. That's my classmate. Verna McNeil.
I think they're taking it easy, waiting to get further down.
I think I gave Mabel Jones a shout out. I don't know that she's in there, but Mabel, if you're watching, you can pay me later.
Evans County Feed the Hungry.
Is that Elizabeth Porter? Yes, it is.
It is, and I see Reverend Vivian Bird right there in the front seat.
Good morning. Liz is a faithful volunteer with American Red Cross here in Evans County.
And I just got a text too, Dal. I have to say, even one of my friends, Janice McGlashan from the nursing home, she's watching as well, and just I think it's great that so many people are on WTOC watching this show.
Absolutely. Here we have Dairy Queen.
Oh, my word.
They have a snake there with
inflatable snake,
a box of food and a drink.
I'd rather have that blizzard.
And the snake has its own blizzard. Go
exactly.
figure.
Well, hey, I'm sure snakes love blizzards.
There you go. Nice heating and air.
Another local industry that serves all of southeast Georgia and South Carolina. Lufton, Hilton Head, Savannah, and Beaufort. Located here and started here in Claxton with Claxton native Mitch Dice.
Here we have Evans County Cares. Now, this is one organization that does so much for our community.
It's an organization that's very special to me, with so many cancer survivors in my family and those that have even lost the battle of cancer. That
they were waving at us. Mr. Eston is behind the wheel.
And Ann and Eston Price have been just stalwarts of that organization. And the thing about it that's so good about the CARES organization, 40% of that money stays locally for local victims, and 60% is given for research. So you definitely know where your money's going.
A very grassroots effort.
And of course, you have to have the Evans County CARES Queen. So here they are coming up in pretty pink float.
You know, I didn't realize hardly that in Dale, but that this organization has even developed now statewide, and they have a state Miss
CARES pageant.
Okay.
And so it's really grown.
Several counties you see several counties that have their own version of this, and then you've got a state network of it as well.
Well, I have to brag.
Go ahead.
I think we were first.
I would give credit to that, yes. I think Evans first and maybe Tattnall behind, and then the rest followed suit.
Correct. I think you're exactly right.
Little Miss Georgia Barbie coming up here.
And what is that she's riding in? Harley, do you recognize that?
That is a Z06 Corvette, C7 edition. I know a little bit about
vehicles.
I think that's Sky Harris.
South Georgia Bank.
Another one of our local banks. You know what I'm enjoying? It's so good to see people building floats again. Used to, we stuck with cars and trucks, and just to see look at all the people. I see the president, Jonathan Dutton, our local president. There's Amy and Ashton Barnard, and on the back I see Jonathan and Tucker.
Ashton Easton now.
Yep, that's excuse me. Well, I always use maiden names. Ashton and Tucker. Harriet would kill me if I didn't call them out. And then
see, you all know so many of the young ones, and I'm looking across there. My question: who's their mom and dad?
Exactly. And don't forget Roz Ivy, because she's an important person.
We have State Farm that just went through, even have their dogs in shirts out here today.
Coy Hearn. And more queens. Oh, look, Joel's petting the dog.
We need to get a camera shot of that. Joel does such a good job in the street. Braves that plays game of chicken as everything is coming, and you'll see it later because we know who will be in the parade.
Yeah, here we have Lainey Massey, 2018 preteen Miss Portal Turpentine, and McKinley Haskins, young Miss Evans County CARES. They have a few more titles on there, too.
I think they had to decide which crowns to wear today. Brooklyn Crosby is our 2018 We Miss Tattnall County CARES.
And Georgia State CARES, what we were talking about earlier, Adam.
Exactly. Well, there you go. Didn't know that. Hey.
Nala Bassfield, young Miss Statesboro, and young Miss Bullitt County. Her grandparents driving.
Lynette Odom, Miss Bryan County CARES. This is the boys basketball state champs for 2019.
That was just featured. Yeah, they were just featured in the Enterprise last week that they had won the state championship. So we love to have champions in Evans County.
And here we have Dancers Edge Performing Arts Company.
I think we know this lady that owns this place.
Yes, we do. Marcia isn't here today. She's actually with her Statesboro group today, practicing for their recital. But Marcia competed many years in the Miss Georgia pageant also, and now she owns a studio here in Claxton and in Statesboro.
Marcia's one of my girls.
Yeah, she couldn't make it today. She was really upset, but I know she's watching.
And here's more from the back of the pickup truck. And I have to brag on this next group. This is the pride of Claxton, Evans County, the Claxton High School Tiger Marching Band. This is my alma mater, and I'm so proud to see them in the parade every year. It's good to see the black and gold Tigers.
Give them a quick listen if they'll give us a sample as they're coming by. They do such a good job on Friday nights at the Pecan Grove, as well as other school functions we know of. We're going to take a quick pause in the action, and we will be right back with more from the Claxton Rattlesnake and Wildlife Festival Parade.
Evans Concrete has provided excellent customer service and quality concrete since 1948. At Evans, we don't have customers, we have friends. By forming long-standing and personal relationships with folks, we've been able to create a successful business in our community. Our employees are the best in the business. Some have been with us in the concrete industry for 40 years. We're the best employees in the ready-mix concrete business. We provide the best product in the industry. Evans Concrete. Call or click today.
It's time again to celebrate. The Claxton Rattlesnake and Wildlife Festival is sure to be the best, and the Claxton Bank has been here for every festival since it began. We love festival time, and we love this community. For 77 years, TCB has defined success by the successes of our customers and our community. We're proud to be a part of the Claxton Rattlesnake and Wildlife Festival, and we hope you'll join us in Claxton for all the fun. The Claxton Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Kawasaki Mule side-by-sides are some of the toughest machines around. Work hard or play hard. With the new Mule Pro MX, you don't have to choose. It's about having the right machine to fit the way you live. And it's about strength. The all-new Mule Pro MX, the strongest, because I said so.
Come see us today at Planet Cycle in Claxton.
It's the details that make the difference between good enough and simply the best. At Skag Power Equipment, the difference is in designing lawnmowers with your convenience and comfort in mind. We believe that quality and substance matter, and that you'll appreciate the attention to detail and craftsmanship we put into every single product. Thick steel and heavy-duty components provide you with unmatched reliability and performance. Skag, simply the best.
And welcome back to downtown Claxton for more of the parade. Dow Kennedy, Harley Strickland, and Adam Kennedy. And there's Terry McCorkle and his horn.
Absolutely. McCorkle sales coming through. CLT towing.
You know, you always know Terry's around.
Absolutely.
You can usually hear him before you see him.
Exactly right.
I'll stop there.
No, he's a good friend.
He's got the pageant wave going on.
He sure does.
I would say good things about him, but there's a chance he'd hear it.
And here's his heavy equipment recovery.
Pembroke, Claxton, Richmond Hill, and Statesboro. I didn't realize he was all those places.
He's anywhere you need Terry, he'll be there.
1950 Chevy truck from Ricky McCollum. This parade wouldn't be the same without some of our antique cars and bringing some makes and models back that a couple of us can remember, but maybe Harley not so much.
Thank you, Dal.
Hey, I include myself in there.
All right, I think this next one is the 1979 Dodge Little Red Express truck, Lynn Deal. We see this one in a lot of parades. He brings it all over, so great to see it.
I love his tag, Eat More Possum.
That is a classic. I remember when that one came out, and that was a tough truck. Everybody wanted one of those.
And we love our Shriners. This parade would not be anywhere close to what it is if we didn't have the support of the Shriners from around the state.
We joke around. We see them joking around, and we see them making fun of themselves, and we join in. We laugh with them, not at them.
Right.
But, we forget sometimes the good work that they do helping children, the hospitals, and able to help transport those kids and take care of the bill as well.
Yeah, you're right, Dal. They have a lot of fun, but what a great organization it is and great work they do. You think about just the hospital. People go and receive care and don't pay a dime.
Some of their leaders are riding.
In a Corvette. This is the grand sport this time.
Did you coordinate this or what? There's no missing that van for sure.
Yep. Here's the van for the Shriners Hospital. Ailey Shriners of Savannah Hospital.
another band. That band's out of Savannah. And here we have the extra large tricycle.
Yes. No, that's a motorized big wheel.
Yeah.
Adam, did you ride one of those when you were a kid?
I have to say, the big wheels came after me, so
Oh,
I
goodness.
was too young, too old when the big wheels came along. But I would love to ride that, and I'm afraid. I hope you have good insurance on Joel.
Do not break Joel or the camera, please. This is where we start seeing Joel play chicken. And so far, he is undefeated. We know that because he's still with us.
Yeah, you think we can have a race after this is over?
Let's see if we can grab a couple of them.
Okay.
Maybe we can use the parking lot right over by nursing home.
Right.
Maybe we can get somebody to walk outside from the nursing home, and she can be the starter.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Your mother, because we
Yeah.
know she's watching, and I want to tell Miss Leah good morning.
Yep. She's at North Springs Assisted Living, and thanks to that facility, that's another good facility.
And I know my granny's watching at
Yep.
home, so
Yep.
good morning, Granny.
Yep, I've got friends in Savannah that are texting that are watching. So
Two of my favorite ladies in Evans County.
Here comes the Dune Cat unit. This is more my speed. I think I want one of these.
I don't know though. They will leave some tracks. I got to look to see if I see Delma.
Yep. They're here every year. I don't think you should.
They're gonna spiral, and they're gonna do figure eights, and they're gonna get closer and closer to Joel as they get up here.
Now, one thing I'll tell you, Mom, my mother would take offense if she's in the nursing home. It's senior living.
Senior living. Oops. I am in the doghouse with Miss Leyland now.
And I won't tell Jill you said that. She knows you love her.
Okay.
Those look fun as well, but I think I like the big wheels.
The big wheels?
I think they were cutting it a little closer.
I'm going to get one of those.
Okay.
Y'all can get the big wheel.
You want the Dune buggy.
Of course, they don't go anywhere without their tow truck.
Right? Oh, no. Got to have that.
Because let's just say things have happened in the past where the tow bar on the back of that tow truck was carrying one. And somebody had some explaining to do.
Exactly.
Can you imagine getting back to the Shrine Club and have to explain to the rest of the club members, well, what happened was...
And they'll all be at St. Patrick's Day next Saturday.
Oh, yeah.
They will be in prime form there as well. Now that is riding in style.
That is.
I've just gotten a text. Effingham County is watching. It's amazing to me how many people
There
are
you
watching.
go. We are thankful for one and all. If you can't be here in person, we certainly want you to join us. Our Shriner Mobile Unit. We would let you know that if we will leave here to make room for 11 o'clock programming. If the parade is not over before 11 o'clock, join us online, join us on digital platforms, and we will bring you the rest of it. We are there right now, but we will continue on digital platform even if our TV signal goes to our 11 o'clock programming.
Now here comes the family.
Now, I don't think this is not a hunting blind.
No,
I think we know what this one was.
That is not.
The hillbillies are making their way through.
Now there's your cousin Fred on the back.
Hey. What do they say? You can pick
Papa
your
Roy.
friends. You can pick your friends, but you can't pick your relatives.
That's exactly right. It's always good you invite the family to come to Claxton.
Well, you know.
Look at there. Look at there.
Oh.
Now you know it don't get no better than that.
Here comes some more.
Hey, Dal, he had more than one too.
He must be a newcomer. They're trying to improve their image.
Oh, and this year we had 2 outhouses.
Oh.
It's a family reunion.
Well,
One
you
is
know, they
giving
knew
us a show here.
They knew the crowd was going to be here, so
and
they
he
had
has
to bring
on
more
a
than
fur,
one.
Holly. Holly, you're Harley. How do you like his fur?
Here's the Jessup hillbillies. So they're coming from all over.
But if you throw a parade, Shriners will be there, and they will, to borrow from my my friend Coach Chad Lunsford, they will show up and show out.
Yeah. Well, I got to tell you, I talk about all of them, but those are some of my favorite because they have the most fun.
Swainsboro Shrine Club.
We've seen Savannah, we've seen Jessup, we've seen, they come from all over.
Yep. And you know, you see some subtle reminders on some of these vehicles of the money raised, the effort, and they're competitive, but they're competitive in a good way.
Absolutely.
If one of them raises the most money for the year, I guarantee you that year is going to be on the side of that bus.
Absolutely. I saw Swainsboro had quite a few years up there.
I hear a little music in the background.
Oh, yeah. And here comes Tatton County Shrine Club from just down the road.
This many Shriners, you know you will hear Ray Stevens.
Exactly.
Otherwise, most of us wouldn't know what a noble lumpkin was. Or the illustrious potentate.
Yep, that one's a little low to the ground for me.
Man.
He's sitting on the ground.
One's riding a bar stool there.
Don't look, Ethel.
Oh,
ride the bar stool. It don't get no better than this.
I mean.
They can turn anything. They put something on wheels and they can ride it out here. So
I've seen motorized coolers, bar stools.
you name it, they can turn it into some kind of ride.
I'm waiting on a motorized commode.
Y'all may disagree, but this may
be in the shop.
This may be the most fun groups that we've had.
They've already got the green out for this coming week. All right, we're going to take a quick commercial break and ask you to stay with us, and we will have more from the Claxton Rattlesnake and Wildlife Festival Parade.
Claxton Poultry sponsors the Evans County Rattlesnake and Wildlife Festival. We're one of the nation's largest family-owned egg-to-market poultry producers, involving hundreds of farm families, thousands of others making their living, all pumping millions of dollars annually into Evans County and the surrounding community for 70 years. Our name has meant quality and wholesome goodness. We raise the finest all-natural farm-fresh chicken in the world. We're Georgia-grown, and we're proud of it. Claxton Chicken. Ask for it by name.
I'm Brian Reliza.
My name is Michaela Graham.
And I'm an echocardiography graduate.
I'm studying to be a veterinary technician.
And I am OTC.
And I am OTC.
We believe every path is different and every student is unique. Whether you're interested in dual enrollment and associate degree or earning credit toward a higher degree, a diploma, or certificate, Ogeechee Tech can help you build a strong foundation for your future. Visit ogeecheetech.edu to find out how you can go anywhere from here.
For over 80 years, the Claxton Oil Company has been helping their customers with service they can trust. Residential, commercial, and farming propane, gasoline, and diesel are just some of the services we provide, along with having a 24-hour service department. Our 24-hour diesel and gasoline fueling stations in Glenville and Claxton are always convenient for you. And we have a wide variety of other products in our office in Claxton. Claxton Oil Company, service you can trust.
Welcome back, and we have more of our Shriners here in Claxton at the Rattlesnake Wildlife Festival Parade.
Now, let me mention one thing. Things get to going fast, and we are enjoying ourselves, and we don't always look at our notes. One thing was an oversight. We do want to mention and thank Smith Hydraulics for being the sponsor for Miss Georgia this year. They've sponsored her for several years, and it takes businesses to get her here, and so we just want to say thank you to Smith Hydraulics, to William and the family, and for doing that. Thanks very much.
Absolutely, absolutely.
We have Lions, Georgia hillbillies there.
Full of hillbillies today.
Bringing on our friends from the coast.
Give a shout out to my nephew Joseph that's watching today. He and his wife Casey. They're watching from Bullitt County.
This is Sons of the Beach. Down in Savannah, Darien, Shellman Bluff, Brunswick, Colonia.
Shellman Bluff will be having their St. Patrick's Day parade here not long from now.
Coming up, yeah.
It is amazing to talk to folks that don't know about that and how big that parade has become on its own.
It has. It's really big.
tell you what, the Shriners bring some of the classic cars, even in addition to their floats, but some of the classic convertibles they bring are just awesome.
Some more classics.
This is our Southern Cruisers Car Club. You know, some of these makes and models, we're not familiar, but I guarantee you, I know somebody, if he's watching at home, he can pick out the 55s from the 57s. And Sonny Dixon would just say top of the morning to you.
Hey, Sonny.
Hey, Sonny, my friend. Miss you.
Beautiful cars, though. They've got them all shined up and ready, and it's a beautiful day to have a clean car to ride around in.
I mean.
Here we have the Girl Scouts. We love those cookies, and it's that time of year.
If you say the word cookie right now, I think one of them would walk over here with
a
a box.
What's your favorite?
I like the. I'm not big on those. I like just the plain original cookie.
You're both wrong. It's Thin Mints.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
And you know, now they have the lemon coolers.
They have so many.
I don't know why I would know all that.
We keep talking about these cookies, and I'm going to gain 3 pounds, so let's change the subject. We've got our folks from Planet Cycle that are coming through, based over in Hagen.
I think they have one of every color out here, every style. Small four-wheelers, big ones. Whatever you need. I think they have it out here today.
And some of them are carrying even other models on the back.
Oh, yeah.
They are shined up for the day. There's one. I'm trying to think, what has he got on the front? He's got a cooler on the front. I guess that's a good place to carry one. I'm trying to figure out which one of them is driving. Is it the young one or the grown one? I thought it was going to be one of those coolers that they pull up and they ask you to grab a drink out of it, and it's a spring-loaded snake.
Snake comes and scares you.
Yeah. Got All-Star Martial Arts.
I almost thought that was a person in a minute.
You'd be shocked if all of a sudden they started kicking and punching that person, right? Yeah.
Showing us some of their moves today.
We're going to take a quick commercial break, and we'll be right back for more in downtown Claxton.
Ace Hardware in Claxton is your local supplier for all your spring projects. Beautify your home or business at our garden center, or check out our lumber yard to start that deck you've been dreaming of. Repaint interiors or exteriors with endless combinations of color from our paint center. Remake your kitchen with elegant decorative faucets, and keep cool on the job with a selection of Yeti coolers. You can even rent heavy equipment for big jobs.
Now offering steel outdoor power tools, electric and cordless.
Find it all at Ace Hardware in Claxton.
The best part about being a member of a Touchstone Energy Cooperative is that it's your Touchstone Energy Cooperative. That's the power of your co-op membership.
We are your South Carolina and Georgia Touchstone Energy Cooperatives.
Give us the work no one else wants to do. We don't just go against the grain, we grow it. Give us the frontiers, the places where success is measured and pushed limits. Give us the middle of nowhere, where the only map is your buddy's tread marks. This life, no one's born ready for it.
Outlaw Power Sports, 5918 Okeechee Road in Savannah.
Paul Thigpen Automotive is proud to welcome the Claxton Rattlesnake and Wildlife Festival. It's happening March 9th and 10th in Claxton. Arrive looking good in your new car, truck, or SUV. From Paul Thigpen Automotive, we have the best inventory, so you get the best selection with a hard-working team that takes the bite out of high prices. So you get the best deal. Shake things up today at the Paul Thigpen Ford and Paul Thigpen Chevrolet in Vidal.
If you ain't dealing with Paul,
you ain't dealing at all.
Welcome back to downtown Claxton, another favorite part of the Rattlesnake and Wildlife Festival Parade, the Rusty Relics Tractor Club, led by Doc Baker and his wife.
I tell you, that's always the smoothest sounding tractor. I don't know a lot about tractors, but I know that's smooth.
And look at her little seat on the back. Yeah. She's even got her seatbelt on.
With Doc driving, you probably should.
He comes every year. Listen to that.
You know, it's fun. We go to Brooklyn and we show you the Peanut Festival Parade, and they race these antique tractors, but they race them to see who can go the slowest without stalling out. And to listen to that sound, it is just, it is almost hypnotic. It'll put you to sleep. It's like rain on a tin roof.
Comes a few more.
A little red one's more my speed, you'll see in just a second.
That's a good one for cutting the backyard.
Yeah,
exactly. And I need that to cut mine. Farm Mall, you don't see those in
No.
Here we have Hagen United Methodist Church.
You know, that's the other good thing about this community. That's things I say, and I brag about small communities, is everybody comes together. I mean, now, you know, you've seen organizations, churches, clubs, civic clubs, banks, businesses. You know, people know I'm prejudiced, but there's no place like Claxton.
There we have Daisy and Hagen United Methodist Churches
and Daisy,
together.
Hagen, and Belleville.
Well, and everybody pitches in for this because they know this is this community's weekend to shine, so to speak.
Right.
So everybody pitches in together and
Dale,
puts the best foot forward.
You got a little bit of history here, too.
Listen, 2 years, my first job out of college was at the Claxton Enterprise in 1990 and 1991, which is where you and I first met.
That's exactly right.
I was here working when your dad was running for lieutenant governor.
That's correct. I was on the school board.
That was a minute ago, wasn't it?
It seems like it was yesterday.
You want me to make you feel old?
No. Harley, please don't do it.
I wasn't born then.
You've been outvoted.
See, do we have a mute button?
Yeah, where's her mute button?
I always have to pick on you both. When I have you both together,
we still love you. Yeah.
Let me get back to you on that love part, okay? Love's a strong word.
Well, we will say we've known you since you came into the world. You one of my faves. Look at that. I believe.
Mustang.
That's Maggie D's, I believe.
Maggie D's in a 68 Ford
Is that
Mustang.
right? Hey, Maggie. One of the sweetest girls in Evans County. Just a sweetheart.
And speaking of such, now we're sitting here bragging on our young lady here in the middle. I don't have too many coworkers that I have known since middle school and watched them grow up. So,
right.
This one is the good one. Yeah. We've got the. There we go.
Yeah,
there's the team.
Let's wave
That's the one we're talking about right here.
Well, hey, I couldn't do it without your help, Adam's help, and everybody from the community. So I've grown up watching WTOC and loved it.
We're taking a look at the Evans County literacy bus. You know, we did a story on WTOC about a year ago when they started dressing that bus up, outfitting it to carry bookshelves and books and some chairs and Wi-Fi technology that it takes out into the community. And kids can go on there, read a book, take a book, bring the book back, work on a laptop or a tablet or something like that because they've got internet access that goes into their community. So it's just an awesome idea.
Now, that's another thing I'll say, and I'm going to brag every time I can, but anytime there's a need in this community, somebody steps up and does that. And literacy, of course, with my work, and I'm just so appreciative for what they do. And there's other organizations. I know our probate judge, Darren McCoy, is very involved with others in the First Foundation to help people give children books. And that's another organization that's sponsored and supported. So, I mean, again, proud of Evans County.
Switching gears back behind them, the Battle of Manassas will be next weekend over in Tatnall County, one of the reenactment groups that draws people from all over South Georgia.
And I do want to say, we'll remember Mr. Tommy Wallace this year. He passed away this past year, but he was all about that. And then
Elaine, Mondi,
yes.
The whole family, we're just thinking about you.
Our Red Hat ladies.
Now, this is a fun group of ladies.
There is trouble on that float, I promise you.
They have some empty seats, Dad. We ought to jump on.
I think we might stick out like a sore thumb, though. One, we don't have hats.
Do they?
Now, we are going to be breaking away on television in a few moments. We will have the remainder of the parade on digital, online, as well as on our Facebook page and with the WTOC app, so you can stay with us for that. We'll be breaking away in just a few moments, but we'll catch some of the last of the parade right here.
We just about got it all.
I think we may time this out right perfectly.
It may be perfect.
Well, going by us right now, we have Outlaw.
Well, those look fun.
Power Sports.
I bet if Batman was around today, that could be a Batmobile.
I mean,
it looks
that looks like what Christian Bale was driving.
Exactly.
Some serious tires for the sand.
It's been a great day and a great parade, and thanks again to WTOC for coming to Claxton and helping us showcase our community. You know, Craig, Dow, Joel, the rest of the crew, Claxton and Evans County cannot say thank you enough for what you mean to our community.
And if you haven't had enough of the parade on TV, you can come on out to the festival. There are arts and crafts, and it's all about educating the kids and people about wildlife. And if you don't like snakes, and there's plenty of other things to see, you can go and don't even have to see a snake. So much to offer at the festival and educate you about wildlife.
It is an afternoon of small town fun.
Does that lady have a real snake?
That is a real snake, I believe.
I think she
does. What a way to end the parade with a live snake.
And I think there's another one coming up the street as well.
You're right.
Folks, we have had a great morning. We thank you for joining us, and you are invited to go follow us back on the digital platform. Stay with us on Facebook or the WTOC app. Thank you, and have a great day.
Come to Claxton. There's a lot going on today and tomorrow.